Belgium's Golden Generation. Broken by infighting or misunderstood. Why wasn't Thibaut Courtois at Euro 2024? The world-class goalkeeper, a hero for Real Madrid, and one of Belgium's most iconic players. No injury. No suspension. Just gone. And as fans searched for answers, one word kept coming up. Captaincy. Belgium's Golden Generation has long been admired for its raw talent. De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, Courtois, the names defined a decade of hope. But alongside their stunning highs came a whisper that never truly died down. Internal conflict. Personality clashes. A team divided. In June 2023, during Belgium's Euro 2024 qualifying campaign, something strange happened. Kevin De Bruyne, the team's captain, was out injured. The logical successor? Most assumed it would be Thibaut Courtois. Over 100 caps. A locker room leader. A Champions League winning goalkeeper. But when match day arrived, the captain's armband went to Romelu Lukaku. Courtois, reportedly blindsided and furious, withdrew from the squad, not for injury. Not for personal reasons. He simply walked away. Belgium manager Domenico Tedesco confirmed it publicly. Courtois was not injured. He made the decision himself. The headlines came fast. Captaincy crisis. Courtois out. Belgium in turmoil again. But beneath the headlines, fans started connecting dots. Why would Courtois react so emotionally? Was it really just about the armband? Or was there a deeper rift, one that had been simmering for nearly a decade? Back in 2014, a personal drama between Courtois and De Bruyne made tabloid waves. De Bruyne's then-girlfriend revealed in a memoir that she'd had an affair with Courtois. According to her, it was revenge for De Bruyne's own infidelity. It was messy. Public. And while the two players insisted they moved on, the trust may have never fully recovered. They continued to play together, kept it professional, but the chemistry? Gone. Now, nearly 10 years later, in 2023, the man replacing De Bruyne as captain wasn't Courtois. It was someone else entirely. To Courtois, it wasn't just a slight. It may have felt like history repeating itself. Post-2018 decline. The seeds of discontent were planted after Belgium's best modern tournament run, the 2018 World Cup. Finishing third after a narrow loss to France, expectations had never been higher. But with expectation came pressure and age. Eden Hazard was 27. De Bruyne, 27. Courtois, 26. Lukaku, 25. They weren't old, but they were no longer up and coming. Every tournament after 2018 was supposed to be their moment. But things began to unravel, slowly. Euro 2020, out in the quarter-finals to Italy. 2022 World Cup, group stage exit with just one win in 3 games. At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, the cracks became impossible to ignore. After a shock 2-0 defeat to Morocco, rumors of a heated argument in the locker room went public. Reportedly, Eden Hazard, Jan Vertonghen, and Kevin De Bruyne exchanged sharp words. Romelu Lukaku, injured and frustrated, was said to have stepped in to break it up. The mood was toxic. De Bruyne, days earlier, had told The Guardian, "We have no chance of winning the World Cup. We're too old." A brutally honest assessment, but one that many teammates took personally. Jan Vertonghen fired back after the Morocco loss, saying, "Maybe our attack didn't score because we're too old as well." The press called it sarcasm. Others called it bitterness. Either way, Belgium were out. And the Golden Generation looked increasingly fragmented. Fast forward to Euro 2024. With Eden Hazard retired, Courtois absent, and Belgium entering a new era under coach Domenico Tedesco, many hoped that De Bruyne, now the undisputed captain, would lead a cultural reset. But after a disappointing round of 16 exit, De Bruyne's comment sparked fresh headlines. "We lacked the quality to create chances. We controlled the game, but didn't do enough." His tone was restrained, but the undertone was familiar. To many fans and pundits, his words hinted at a lack of trust, or at the very least, a lack of connection with the current group. It wasn't anger. It was resignation. The same emotional distance that had surfaced in Qatar had returned in Germany. For all his brilliance, De Bruyne never quite looked like a captain who believed in the team around him. Cultural fault lines. The Belgian team isn't just a football squad, it's a reflection of a deeply complex nation. Belgium has 3 official languages and 2 major linguistic regions: Flemish, Dutch-speaking; Walloon, French-speaking. This cultural divide also exists in the locker room. De Bruyne is from the Flemish-speaking part. Hazard, Lukaku, and others, Francophone. It's not that they dislike each other, but communication isn't always seamless. Add to that the Belgian social norm of speaking bluntly and directly to media, and suddenly, every honest interview sounds like an attack. Disagreements become headlines. Passion is read as conflict. Maybe the saddest part of Belgium's golden generation is this. For all their talent, they never felt like a true unit. Yes, they played together. Yes, they celebrated together. But the chemistry that defines World Cup winners like France 2018 or Spain 2010, it never quite clicked. Personalities clashed. Injuries piled up. Leadership was always in question. And in the end, a generation that could have ruled the world slowly unraveled. Final thoughts. Was Belgium's downfall caused by ego? Miscommunication? Just bad timing? Maybe it was all of it. Maybe none of it. But one thing is certain. The golden generation gave us memories, magic, and heartbreak. And they will forever remain one of football's greatest what-if stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into football history, like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Was Belgium doomed from the start? Or were they just unlucky? Thanks for watching.